So the batch functionality, why we are creating the batch number here?
So to identify a product, maybe in a particular batch.
Yeah, so it's I think we discussed last time, right? So when we are procuring the material or when we are producing the material, okay, we need to be track this the lot. Maybe today I just created 100 pieces. Tomorrow I'm creating 100 pieces. Okay, so I can create one batch for the entire production, or I can create the batch number for the entire procured material today, or for the one lot from the vendor. So this will be helpful to you track that the material. If in future, if you are getting any problem with that material and the stock, then you can easily identify that from the batch number. I can find that, okay, this batch number we have produced, or this batch number we are procured from the vendor, and this is the expiry date, and this is the date of manufacturing, and this is the articles we are used. So all this information you can easily capture, right? So the functionality is activated in SAP based on the business requirement. Okay, that produce the products produced, or it may be procured. Okay, need to be identified and separately in the tracking process. So we just need to be track the entire lot. Okay, so example, what we given example last time, if you remember that the Nokia batteries, we got some problem with the Nokia batteries. It's suddenly fire, some kind of the blasting, so the battery suddenly it is blasting. So immediately the Nokia, the team, they just identify that the the batch number. For this batch number, all the stock which is having the problem. So immediately they inform to the customers, whatever whoever they have this batch number, the identify number, they are returning these batteries and they replace with the new batteries. So if I don't have the batch number, if I don't have the proper identification or tracking, I cannot find it, because out of 1,000 quantity, okay, when it is produced, who produced, how we can identify that. So if we don't have any separate tracking number, then it's very difficult, right? So the batch number will be helpful to track that when it is produced, and who is the supplier and who is the producer. Okay, that every information, manufacturing details, when it is manufactured and the expiry date, all this information we can capture in the batch level. Clear? Okay, so the major use of batch is for a pharma company, pharma and chemicals company. Okay, they're majorly using this batch number because they, if they suddenly there is some, suppose pharma is there. Okay, let's say some might be the product which is spoiling, or it may be giving some wrong, maybe wrong prescription. Okay, so in that case, what will be happen? They immediately they can find the batch and what the products they are using, what are the components they are using in that pharma, and they will be immediately they will replace that. Okay, maybe they can, okay, they can put it in the scrap if the product is entirely it is expired because of some, right? So those cases we are using the batch management. So in the which areas we are using batch management? Which areas? So inventory management. The first is the inventory management. Okay, the inventory management we are using, and we are using for the production planning. That means PP. And we are using for the sales and distribution.
Sir,
And we are
unable to
using
see
for the
your
warehouse.
screen.
Okay, so inventory management. What is the use of inventory management? Where, exactly where exactly it is useful, this batch number for the inventory management? While receiving the goods, right? When we are receiving the goods from the vendor, okay, or I can search based on the movement, okay, material movement, based on the material movement, I can search the batch number, right? So inventory, it is especially for the goods receipt and to search the material during the material movement. If it is moving from one plant to another plant, or it is moving from the scrap, if it is moving to the some production department. So
Sir,
those
hello.
things, yeah, Shirish.
Sir, screen is not visible, sir. You didn't share any screen in the class.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yes, sir.
sorry. Okay. Now?
Yes, sir. Now it is visible, sir.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I just. Okay. So the batch management we are majorly using in the inventory management, majorly using in the production planning, majorly using in the sales and distribution, majorly using in the warehouse management. What is the inventory management level? Inventory management level. So I can track that, okay, where exactly the goods is moving. Based on I can see that, okay, this batch number, it is moved from one plant to another plant. And I can check that, okay, this batch is we are issued to the customer, and I can check this batch number is we received from this vendor, and this is the manufacturing date. All it is, we can easily identify that. So to search batch number during the material movement in the plant, that is the use of the batch number here. Okay, and coming to production planning. So when it will be used in the production planning for components. Okay, when we are using the when we are producing any FG product, final product. So what type of the components you are using, what components you are using, and what batch number it is using for the component. Okay, so the lot when it is received, and what is the expiry date, whether it is shelf life it is there or not, all we can easily identify. So at the production level or process order level, how we can do to search the batch stock for the components while creating the production orders or confirming the production orders, right? Processing the production orders. And coming to the sales and distribution, when you are receiving to the customer, okay, which batch you are processing, okay? Suppose I have 5-6 batches are there. Which batch you are issued to customer, and how many days till you have the expiry, the shelf life it is there for the material. Okay, so all this we can easily identify from the batch number. So when this batch number we are issued to customer, right? And coming to the warehouse management, okay, so obviously when you are receiving to the inventory management, if you warehouse management store location it is there, then obviously it will go to the warehouse management level. So warehouse exactly where the stock you are keeping, and I can track that stock with batch number. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so these are the areas we are using majorly for batch management. Okay, that's why the majorly it is like production planning is a majorly, but we also receiving the stock. Okay, so majorly we are using this batch management for production planning, but in some cases they might be using in the inventory management, they are using in the warehouse management, they are using in the sales and distribution. So why it is majorly in the production planning? Because we are producing the stock. So I can give some batch number to that slots, okay, and I can put that when today the manufacturing date, and how much the shelf life it is there, remaining shelf life it is there, and what is the total shelf life, everything I can maintain, right? So majorly in the production planning it will be used, but even in the inventory management level and other process also it will be very useful. Okay, so this is the one. Now batch when you are activating, okay, there is a 3 levels you can activate. Either you have to be decided at what level you want to be activate this batch management. One is plant level. So batch unique at plant level. Okay, this is the first one, and the second one is batch unique at client level, and batch unique at material level. Okay, so you have to be decided that which level you want to be maintained. So what is this? What is the use of this one? If we are maintaining at the plant level, if we are maintaining at the client level, if we are maintaining the at material level, what is happening here? What is the use of this one? Okay, in case if you have maintained the batch at plant level, okay, if you at plant level, if you maintain the batch number as a unique number, that means that material, the batch number is unique for the material inside the plant only. That means for that plant, I cannot use the same batch number for the other materials. Only I can use for the unique for the material in that plant. Okay, might be the same batch number can be generated in the another plant. Okay, the same batch number can be generated in the another plant. Okay, might be in the same company code. It is in the same company code. Okay, so these batches are not same. So if I'm using material number A, material number A have the batch number A. Okay, now it is there in the 1000 plant. Suppose material A, it is there in the plant 1100. Suppose let's assume that. So I created batch XYZ. Okay, so now just the same batch XYZ I can create in the 1200 plant also. I can create in the 1200 also. Okay, the same batch, but these two are not unique. These two are not same. These are different batches. Okay, so this in the material plant level, it is plant 1100, it is a unique, and plant 1200, it is unique. So that way, batch unique at plant level. Okay, so when you maintain this kind of the scenario, what will be happen? Okay, when you transferring the stock from the one plant to another plant, let's say I'm assuming that plant 1100 to plant 1200. Okay, I just want to transfer the plant 1100 to plant 1200. Now I cannot use the same batch number here because okay, I created already this batch number with some other material. So in that case, I cannot use the same batch number in the other plant. Okay, so especially if you want to do the STO process, this will not be helpful. Okay, if you have plant to plant stock transfer scenario, if you are using okay, plant level batch numbering is not suitable because the batch number I can create for the other material in the different plant. Clear? Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Is it clear or not? So this batch XYZ I can create in 1200 for the different material. So now if I transferring from the material A from plant 1100 to 1200, I cannot use this same batch number, right? Because this batch number is different here. If they didn't create it, okay, it's okay. But if they created already, then it's a problem. Right? So,
Yes.
so especially in the STO process, if you're going this process, it's difficult. It's not suitable. Okay. If you want to use the same batch number in the same plant, in the different plants. Okay. Clear? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now coming to the batch unique at client level. Okay. In this case, what will be happen? You're creating batch number at client level. So what do you mean by client level? It is enter all the plants. It will come under all the plants, right? So the same batch number will not be generated for a different plants under the same company code. That means if I created batch number XYZ, that is only unique. I cannot create again the same batch number in the different plants because I can use the same batch number for entire client level. It is unique. The entire all the plants, it is unique. Okay. Clear?
So this
Clear?
client level.
Client level, okay. See, unique at client level. So what do you mean by client level? All the plants. It will cover under all the plants. Right? If I create a batch XYZ, okay, for material A, okay, it is common for enter all the plants.
Okay.
Clear? So it's not in the different in the material plant 1100, plant 1200. It's not different. It is the same. Right? So in this case, I can do plant to plant transfer because entire all the plants, it is the same batch number, right? So I can use the same batch number for all the plants. So that I can transfer the plant to plant with the same batch number.
Okay, sir.
Okay, clear? So you
Clear.
understand, right? Here we cannot use the same batch number. Okay, that means same batch number for the same material. We can create or we cannot be. Okay, because it's a plant level, right? So might be if the same batch number they are created for the other plant, then it's a problem. Different material, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and if batch unique at material level, batch unique at material level. So this it is a if you created at a material level, okay. So even I can use the same batch number for the different materials. That means only it is a that material it is unique, but you can use for the other material also. So plant different materials can be used. Okay, different plants I can in the other plant I can create my different batch number, or I can create same batch number. Clear?
For different materials, same batch number can be created, sir. Here.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the plant level, okay, in the plant material can have the same batch number. Can have the same batch number. Can have the same batch number. That means I can use. Okay, if I want to use, I can use, or else I don't want to use. So there is a possibility. So in the second and third, it is the same. Okay, but in the second, okay, I cannot use this batch XYZ for the other material. But here I can use the same batch number, or I can use for a different one. Only material, it is material. That means entire for the it's kind of the same. Okay, but it is here what will happen? The same once you create a batch number, it is entire all the plants. It is the same batch number for this material number. But here for the plant, I can use. Can have the use. I can use if you want. I can use. But if you don't want, I cannot use. It's not required to use. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So majorly, maybe we can go with the client level or plant level. Okay. So in case of the plant to plant transfer, we can go ahead with the client level. In case of plant level, if they want to go ahead, we can go with the plant level also. There is no problem. Okay. It depends on that. It depends on the client how they want to be go ahead with that. Okay. Clear?
Sir, if we want to within the plant, if we want to maintain the batch, we will go with the plant level only, right?
Sorry, can you repeat?
If we want to use the batch code, batch management for within the plant only for different materials, can we go with plant level or the material level only?
Can go with the material level.
We can go with the different materials, then we can go with the material level.
Yeah, I can use that. It is only unique for that material. Maybe I can create the same batch number for the different materials also.
Okay, in plant level we cannot use the same batch number.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
Okay.
sir, I got it. Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. So this one. Now coming to process level. Okay. So this is a majorly PP will be working on that. Okay. But since we also need to be understand how the batch management will be work. Okay. The process we'll discuss now. Okay. The first thing is you need to be create that search strategy. Okay. That means how you want to be work this batch number. Okay. How you want to be search the batch number. So when there is a fields matching like moment type, plant, store location. I don't want for all the moment types for the batch management, right? I can use only for the some moment types. Some moment types only we want to be used. In that case, okay, first you need to be define the condition table. Okay, in this condition tables, you need to be picked at what are the fields you want to be considered for such strategy. Suppose, okay, if suppose tomorrow I'm just issuing the stock to the cost center. Okay, in that case, when I'm just issuing to the cost center, I just want to use the lost in first out. That means whatever the stock which I received lost, that means might be it is recently received. That stock I want to issue. Okay, but if I just want to do the customer issue, I want to go with the first in first out. That means whatever the stock which I received earlier, I just want to issue the stock to the customer because I just want to close the whole stock. Okay, so how the parameters? What are the fields you want to be considered like such strategy? How you want to be determine this one batches? How the system need to be identified at what strategy you want to be used. Okay, so in the condition tables, what we'll do? Okay, boss. Okay, this moment type and this plan and this store location. When these are the matching. Okay, I just want to go with the first in first out or some characteristics I want to update. Okay, when I'm just going with some other combinations, then I just want to be in the different characteristics. Okay, so this is the way. Suppose when we are using generally moment type production, what is the production moment type? 101, right? Or goods receipt. Okay, when suppose 1100, 1000 and 0001, when this combination which is matching, okay, I just need to be get the information of date of manufacturing, date of manufacturing that product, okay, total shelf life, okay, and the remaining shelf life, and I need vendor information. Okay, so some of the information which is required. So these characteristics, how I can maintain. First, you need to be find out how you want to be go ahead. Okay, so if I just going with 201, if I just going with 201, I don't need the data of manufacturing, right? Because this data of manufacturing will get information when you are receiving the stock, not while issuing the stock, right? So when you will get the data of manufacturing information, when you will be entering the data of manufacturing information, when you are producing or when you are procuring the material. Or might be it is not only data of manufacturing, might be I just need the GR date. I just want to be captured at GR date. Okay, so these information when you want to be captured, so I'm just using that the search functionalities. Okay, by this combination when it is matching, so I just want to be pick it up this information, the characteristics and all. Okay, for that we are creating the condition table. In this condition table, what are the fields? Okay, what are the fields which is you need to be get into? Okay, so that is the first one. Okay, then access sequence. Okay, so you might be have the multiple combinations. It's not only material moment type, plant and store location. Might be my client is asking that there might be material also, material moment type and plant combination. Okay, some people they are asking that moment type plant vendor combination. Okay, so there might be multiple search strategies, multiple combinations. So these multiple combinations you can maintain in the access sequence. That means in the access sequence, okay, I'll be assigning that. I'll be assigning multiple condition tables. Multiple like what I just informed here. Suppose there is a one condition access sequence is there. I just created that something. Okay, there what I did. I just assigning that one first combination. This is the first combination moment type. Okay, plant and store location. This is the one combination. Suppose there is another combination which the client is requesting that is like okay, there is a combination like suppose material, okay, and plant and moment type. Just only they need only this combination. Okay, so might be for the customer issue or it may be different. Okay, whatever it may be, just they're asking this combination also. So what I can do in the access sequence, I'm assigning multiple combination of multiple combinations. Okay, so when you are maintaining condition records, you can choose that what combination you want to go, and you can define that. Okay, so like you can create some z something xyz or something you can create. Okay, now the third step is we have the strategy type. Okay, so like ME01, so this is like condition type. Okay, so how you want to be maintain this condition record based on the condition type. So in the pricing procedure, how we are maintaining PB00, PBXX, FRA1, the condition types for the pricing condition. It's the same way here for the batch determination, we are using strategy type. Okay, it's a kind of the condition type. So in the standard, we have ME01, ME02, ME03. What we'll do here, we'll assign the above access sequence. Above access sequence. Okay. Then when I just maintaining condition records, if I just entered ME01, this ME01, if suppose the access sequence which is assigned XZ XT, something which I created above, for this XZ XT, we have the different combination. Okay. So the strategy types you need to be defined here. Okay, and assign the access sequence. Then you need to be create a procedure. How we are creating the pricing procedure? Like here also we can create a batch procedure. Okay, you can create batch search procedure. In this batch search procedure, okay, if you have the multiple strategy types, you can assign that multiple strategy types like ME01, ME02, ME02 might be one process you're using for the MIM, might be one procedure they are using for the PP, some cases. Okay, so that you can use. Okay, so these are the steps we have. Okay, so to do this batch management, okay, what are the prerequisites is required? Okay, if you want to do this one, the prerequisites are first what you need to do in the material master record. Okay, the material should be activated. Batch management. Batch management checkbox. If you're not selected this batch management checkbox, then that means you are not going with batch number for this material. Okay, so each level you can just give that, okay, whether I should go with the batch level or if you don't want to go with the batch level for this material, you don't require to activate the batch management. Okay, the checkbox it will be there in the metal master record that you need to be select. Okay, the second one is classification. If you remember that, okay, we created in the release strategy characteristics and class, right? So here also we need to be defined classify the class. Okay, so that class you need to be assigned in the metal master record. So what is the type, class type? This is the class type here, 0, 2, 3. One can tell you what is the class type for the release strategy? In the release strategy, we did a class, we created a characteristics and class, right? What class type you are assigned there?
032.
032, correct. Now in the batch management, it is 023. Okay. So here you can just define that, okay, what characteristics you want. Okay. So what characteristics you want might be date of manufacturing, vendor information, or okay, self-life, total self-life. If there are any information which is required, okay, GR, date. So those information you can capture here. Okay, you need to be define the class and characteristics. Okay, then you need to be decided whether batch you want to go with to plant level or it is like material level or it is like plant level or material level or it may be client level. How you want to go ahead, you just need to be decided. Okay, so these are the prerequisites in the batch determination process. Okay, so each and every module, each and every area, like production planning area, inventory management, batch, warehouse management, okay, and SD, they have the different transactions to create the condition tables and everywhere it is a different. Okay, so now let's go to the our side. From SAP point of view, point of view, inventory management point of view, okay, where we will be doing this one. SPRO and go to material management and go to inventory management. Okay, and here okay, sorry, it is a common, right? Oh, sorry, logistical general. The logistical general, we have separate batch management here. Batch management, the batch management, you can see here all the related batch master record creation. Okay, batch determination, all this here it is there. Okay, here you can go to batch determination and batch check, and you can ST level. Okay, and each and every level, it is like if you go to condition tables. Okay, so inventory management level, you can create a condition tables. Production order level, you can create a condition tables. Process order level, you can create a condition table. Sales order level, you can create a condition table. Okay, everywhere you can create a warehouse management level, you can create a separate condition table. So what is the condition table? What do you mean by condition table? What we doing in the condition table level? So I'm just going to inventory management here. Okay, so what we are doing here, create condition table. Okay, so as we said that when we are creating any table or any condition, anything, we just need to be take either 9 series or Z series. Okay, now this is a table name, right? So here 012 like this one is there. So what you can do, I can create something like 91901 like I can create something. Okay, so I'm just entering that 901, enter 901, it is already there. Let's take 902. Okay, 901 somebody they created. So here I can take that to the combination of how you want to go ahead. Whether you want to go ahead with the material and material type, moment type, plant and vendor, store location, how you want to go ahead, or how you want to be determined this batch. Okay, so here in the inventory management level, when you are searching for the batch, okay, how the system should be work, how first in first out, last in first out, how it should be work. Okay, so let's take material number, movement type level, plant level, and maybe you can take store location. In case if you want to go with the store location, you can go. So if this combination, I just want to be searched my my conditions batch search strategy. Okay, you just click, enter all the details, the sequence you need to be select, and click on the generate. Okay, so here you can write this is the package. Okay, when technically if you are creating something, the tables or something, it will ask that which package you want to be saved. So in the real time, okay, this package number will give by client. Okay, or you can ask to your basis team or your technical team what package you need to be select. So everyone have their own package. Have the one package. ST have the package, one ST package number. So there everyone have their own package. Okay, but when you are doing practice, you can save in the local object. But in the real time, you should not save in the local object. If you save the local object, what will be happen? You cannot transport this information to quality system or production system. Okay, you should enter the package number. If it is package is there, so then you have to be search in the package. If there is if the client they have created already any package, okay, that package you can enter. Okay, let's see if packages is there anything which someone is created. So what is the use of these packages? Okay, these packages will be helpful. Okay, in the particularly your area, what are the objects, what are the technically, what are the objects you created, what are the programs you created, what are the tables you created, that everything it will be stored in the disk package. Okay, so you can ask to your base system, or you can ask to your technical team what package number you have to use in the real time. Okay, but in the practice level, might be you can skip this one and you can save into local object. So if you are saved in the local object, what will happen? You cannot transport this one to other systems. Since it is a practice server, we don't need to be moved to the quality system or production system. So that's why I'm just going to local object. But in case in the real time, you need to be entered that some package number. Clear? Okay. So something like if suppose this is the one package it is there. Okay. If I save this one, okay, it will be stored in that package number. Okay, you can create in the package details, or you can go with the local object too. But don't save in the local object because that cannot be transported. Okay, clear?
Okay,
Did you
sir.
understand? Did you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this batch number, now this table is created, material and material movement, and suppose I just want to create one more also. Okay. So 903, it is there already. 904. Let's go to 999. Okay, sorry, display. This is okay. Sorry. But 903. Okay. So now I'm just creating with combination of material, moment type, and plant and store location. Okay, these three combinations. So it depends on whatever you want to use, you can use that. Okay, if you save in the particular package, it will save in the package, and I can transport that. If you save in the local object, then you cannot transport. Okay? That's just need to understand here. Okay, so now it's generated. These two tables are generated, 903 and 902. You can see this one in the table level also because I just generated, right? So where I can see this one 902 which I created. Can go to where it is A902 condition. Here it is there. What the purchase organization, this is combination. Okay, this one. Okay, KOTH. So material, movement type, store plant, and store location. So what are the condition records you are maintaining? It is will be stored in this table level. Okay. So when you creating this table name, it will be created like this one. Okay. So for batch management, KOTH 902 it is created. But if you go to some other, okay, might be in the pricing procedure, some other procedure, it will be created in a different way. Okay. If you see that, suppose I'm just going to some other pricing procedure. Suppose let's say pricing procedure. Then it will be stored in the B902 document type, purchase organization, vendor, plant combination. So like different condition tables and the different. If it is ENT, this is a different customer related or something which is like so different combination it will be stored. Okay. So this is technical information. Okay. Now I created condition table. Okay. So if you want to go with change, you can go display, you can go. Okay. So the first step is we created the condition table. So if it is production order related, then you can go with here. If it is related to process order, you can go here. And if it is sales and distribution, then you can go there. Okay, different it is there. Now the next step is access sequence. Okay, here also every procedure it will be different. Go to inventory management, access sequence. Now there is a standard which is there, but you can create still if you want to go ahead to create something, you can create a ZE01 or something which I created. Okay, I'm just copying this one all. Okay, now as I explained here, when you're creating access sequence, Okay, you can also assign the tables here, what tables it is required. So I don't want, let's say assume that I don't want all these things. Okay, I just want to be go with my own table which I created, my own table which I created. Then what I'm doing, I'm just saving here, deleting here. I'm just entering that, okay, 010, this is the number, suppose 10, sequence number 10, 20, 30, the sequence number, and whatever I created, 902, I'm just entering here. Okay, then 20, I'm just entering that 903, which I created. Okay, so like multiple combinations which I'm saving. Okay, now each level you need to be checked that whether the fields are it is there or not. Okay, you need to be checked that. Okay, in the 902 material, moment type, plant, and store location. So this is the material, this is the moment type, this is the plant, and this is the store location. Again, go to 903. Just click on and field selection, enter. Okay, then moment type, plant, and store location. Okay, so these are the two combinations, one combination with this one and the another combination which this 903 which I created. Okay, so like you can create the axis sequence, whatever the axis sequence you want to be create, you can go ahead, you can create. Okay, now saving this one. Now after creating this axis sequence, now I just want to go with the strategy types. Okay, so here, what is my strategy type? I can create my own strategy types also here. Okay, so standard we have ME01, ME02, like we have, but you can create whatever it is. So what is the use of this strategy type? Okay, here it will tell you that what axis sequence you are using, the combination, and what class type you are using, what class you are using, what sequence you are using, all it will be tell you here. Okay, so the major controls is here. Okay, if you want to go with first in first out, if you want to go with the first last in first out, all the sequence short sequence number that you need to be assigned here. Okay, let's create my own sequence number. Okay, maybe I can copy from here from the standard ME01. I can copy. Okay, because some parameters is there, you can just copy in here, and I'm just creating ZE01. Okay, and I'm just changing the combinations like it is I'm just changing that material, movement, plant, first location, just combination I'm just changing. Okay, now I'm just going to this one and click on details. Here you need to be changing the my own axis sequence, because I have my own combinations, right? So I'm just assigning my axis sequence here. Okay, so now when we are using this condition type, that means strategy type, for maintaining the condition records, how we are maintaining PB00 axis sequence for the getting the price automatically in the PO, like here also we can maintain the condition record for the batch management, batch strategy. Okay, there it would be this combinations, whatever it is there, ZE01, whatever it is assigned the condition table sequence, such sequence, that will be helpful. Okay, that will be come here. Now you need to be create one class and you have to be create such sequence, then you need to be assigned here. Okay, what how you want to be go ahead with the class. Okay, what characteristics you want to be go ahead. Okay, so all these things you need to be maintained here. Okay, so when you're creating the class, okay, you can decide that how you want to go ahead. Okay, whether you want to go ahead with the self life and what information like. Okay, so let's create one class here. Okay, if you remember that how to create the class in the release strategy, we are going to CL02, right? And here we are creating some ZIM one batch related. Suppose let's say I'm just creating ZIM. Okay, and it might be for a class. Okay, and I'm just entering that my class type is 023. Okay, so it's not yet created ZIM underscore. So now I'll just create. Okay, and I need to be enter that to class batch batch class, might be class, whatever might be your understanding purpose, whatever it is there, you can enter. Okay, then you need to be go characteristics, and here you need to be enter the characteristics. Okay, so how you want to be go ahead with characteristics? Okay, so generally when we are doing this one, we'll be capturing the expiry date, we'll be capturing the last goods received, we are capturing that manufacturing date, all this information we are capturing. Okay, so we have standard characteristics also we have. Okay, LOBM underscore VFDAT. This is the standard one. Okay, so here they will be captured from the MCH1 and they will be captured this VFDAT. Okay, this is for the expiry date. So let's go to first table level, MCH1 table, so that you will be understand here. MCH1. Okay, and what is the field name? VFDAT. So what is the VFDAT? Let's see where it is. Okay, here it is there. VFDAT. That means shelf life expiry date. So I can capture based on here the field name. Okay, I can capture the shelf life expiry date. Okay, and you need to be captured some data of goods received. Okay, when it is created. Okay, whatever it is there, whatever the information, vendor information it is there, vendor batch information is there, whatever the information which is there here, you can use. Okay, last goods receipt, if you want to use the last goods receipt, you can use this one LWEDT. Okay, like so it is not necessary you want to be go ahead with the standard one, you can also create your own also. Okay, so do you want to go with the standard or do you want to be go ahead with a customized one? So let's say suppose I'm just going with the customized one. So just characteristics.
Here also, do we have that table like release strategy Sebon and Seco we have used for that, right?
Yeah, for purchase requisition, purchase order, we are creating data structure, right? So
Yeah.
Here we can directly take from MCH1, MCHA, like we can take them. This is the tables. These are the standard tables.
Okay.
So how we are creating in the PR release strategy, PO release strategy, we have the data structure, right? C, KKO, C band. Okay. So like here also we can take it up from the directly from the table. Okay, field name. Okay. So I'm just going to understanding purpose. I'm just going characteristics. I'm creating ZB underscore. Now I'm just want to go to expiry date, right? I'm just going with EXP, okay, DT, ESP DT. I'm just going this one. I will be create this one. Okay, and go to additional tab and go to MCH1. I just entered MCH1 and as I said that what is the expiry self life expiry date which I can get that information, that is a VFDAT. So we have already standard, but if you want you can use that. So dictionary it will be picturing all, it is capturing this one. Okay, all this information which is capturing here. Okay, so same like I can create for the course receipt date. Okay, and I will go with here MCH1 and I can go to what is the course receipt date, year date, last course receipt date, and WT. Date of last course receipt when we received last. Okay, if you want to be capture the vendor information also, if it is required, vendor also you can capture. Whatever information it is there from this table, you can capture. Okay, so the tables, the dates you can capture. Okay, so now I created these characteristics, right? These characteristics I need to assign in the class, right? So ZB underscore what I created ESP expiry date, right? This is the one I created. Then I created ZB underscore last course receipt date. Right? It of last course receipt date. So this is the way we can maintain here. Okay. So we have standard also, which is LOBM underscore VFDAT and LOBM underscore LWEDT. So standard we have already some characteristics. But if you want to go with your own, you can create. Okay. So any questions here? Any questions here? Okay. If we
Awesome.
don't have any questions, now I'll be going to assign this one. Okay. Here. Okay. I can assign here for this that let's go batch. Okay. So that class I can assign here. Okay. So you can define your own class and characteristics. Okay. And you can assign there. Clear? Now I will go back. Okay. Now I have the strategy tab, right? I can create my own pricing procedure. That means batch procedure. I can create my own batch procedure. In this batch procedure, okay, this is the standard one. Okay, let's go to here. Just we are assigning that step 1, step 2, step 3 like this one. We are assigning. If you have the multiple condition types, you can use. So the same way I'm just copying here. Okay, and I'm just it is already there. Okay, let's say I'm 01 something. I'm just creating. Okay. So this is a procedure. Here what we need to do, we have to assign our own condition type. Okay. So what is my condition type? I just created ZE01. So this combination I'm just assigning here. Okay. So this is so you can create multiple steps also. You can create multiple condition types. You can create and multiple such strategies you can create. The combination you can create. Okay. Now I just created one condition type, and that condition type which is already assigned to access sequence. That access sequence have the search strategies. What do you mean by search strategy? Search strategy is nothing but like the multiple combinations. What the combination we have. Okay. Now what you need to do? You create a own procedure, right? That own procedure you need to be assigned here. In which moment type level you want to be assigned this one. So you want to be go with first in first out or last in first out. How you want to go with this procedure? Okay, for the which moment type you want to be go ahead. Okay, let's assign this goods issue to cost center. Okay, let's assign this goods issue to cost center. DEM01, and we can use for the any of the goods issues, customer issues. Okay, there also you can use. Okay, and select the checkbox. Okay, the same way for the 201 also you can select the checkbox. That means when we are using the 201 movement type with the goods issue to cost center, I need to check the batch management, and I just use this batch management procedure. In this batch management procedure, I already assigned my condition type. That condition type, if you already maintain the condition record, what combination it is you maintain, and whether it is a first in first out or last in first out, and whether you captured all the shelf life expiry date and date of goods shipped, all the information which is capturing there. Okay. Okay. Clear? Now, what you need to do, you need to create the sort rule. Okay. So sort rule is nothing but like whether you want to go with the first in first out, last in first out, how you want to go ahead, that you will be capturing in the sort sequence. Okay. So in the below, if you can see that here there is a sort rules, it is there. Okay. Here you need to create a sort sequence. Okay. You can create whatever it may be. You can create sort sequence for first in first out, last in first out, how you want to go with, like you can go. Okay. Suppose somebody they are created, maybe I can create like okay. Enter. Now this is first in first out sort sequence. Okay. Now, so why we are creating this sort sequence? Why we are creating sort sequence here? When you are issuing the stock, suppose I am issuing to the customer. Okay, for customer issue, if I have 10 batches are there, okay, which batch I need to pick automatically. When automatic batch determination is working, how the system will understood that which batch number should be picked. 10 out of 10 batches, It I should go with first in first out or last in first out. Okay, so that's either because of that we are creating here sort sequence. Here we are assigning that the characteristics which I created. Okay, so ZB underscore. Okay, what we created Asperry date, right? So here you can see that ascending and descending order. Okay, so out of the out of these we have multiple batches. Okay, if I just want to go with ascending orders, like if I assign the 1, 2, 3 batches are there. So ascending order is like 1, 2, 3. It will take sequentially first batch, second batch, third batch. If I just going with a descending order, what will be happen? It will come go 4, 3, 2, 1 line. It will be assigned. Okay. So that is ascending or descending order. Which level? Which I just want to go ahead with that out of the batches. Okay. So now the sort sequence, what you need to do, you have to be assigned in the above where we are created the strategy type. In the strategy type level, that is 01, you need to be assigned the sort sequence here. Clear? Clear?
Okay, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So this is the step. Okay. Once you did this one, okay, what you need to do, you need to be activate the batch determination in the your plant and the material moment type level. Okay. So now let's go to the batch level. Now what we need to do, go to batch management and shelf life expiry date check. Okay, I need to be check shelf life expiry date. Okay, here date check. Okay, you need to be set up the expiry date check here with plant level. So if I have the ZAB1 plant, okay, at the ZAB1 level, I just want to be activate my production date and best before date. That means manufacturing date. Those I need to be validate that. So I'm just activating that. And again, in the moment type level, which moment type level you want to be activate this one, which moment type level you want to be checked. Okay, so that you will be checking here. Okay. So let's when might be I can go with one at one, and I can go with wherever I'm just receiving the goods. Okay. If I selected a one, that it will be entry and check. That means whenever you just receiving the stock, the system will ask that when it will be expiring that. The system will check that expiration date for that material. Okay. So based on the date of manufacturing, total shelf life, whatever you entered, based on that, the system will capture the expiry date. Okay. So that whether I need to check or not, that you are entering here at the moment type level while receiving goods, you are just checking that. Okay. You need to be checked that. Okay. So this is the major configuration here from the batch management level. Okay. Then configuration level and the condition record level, what you need to do when you creating the metal master record. Suppose I'm just creating any of the material, one material, if I'm just creating anything. Okay, I'm just creating my purchasing data. I'm just not going beyond that. Okay, so batch management chip. So wherever it is required, I'm just entering all the details quickly. Okay. Now in the purchasing data, metal master. Okay, in the metal master purchasing data, you need to be select the batch management checkbox. Okay. So batch management checkbox you need to be select here. And other than this one, if you want to use the total shelf life data, everything, okay, the plan data store location data, okay, and you can see here the minimum remaining shelf life, total shelf life for this material. Once it is manufactured, okay, what is the total shelf life? Suppose I have 100 days is there, okay, then minimum remaining shelf life, okay, like 90 days, okay. Okay, so I'm just entering total shelf life is 100, but minimum when I receive the minimum, it should be 90 days of the mining life. So the period indicator you can enter, might be days or years or monthly, week, the period indicator. So based on this only shelf life expiry date will be calculated. Okay. the shelf life. In the batch management, based on this checkbox, my management will be worked. Okay. And you can go to classification. Okay. If you want to use this classification and characteristics, what you created classification here. What I created get batch underscore. What I created batch. Yeah, batch underscore class underscore dia, which I created. Is it? Yeah, the remaining shelf life and the shelf expiry date. This is the what I created. CL02. No, this is the what I created. Get underscore batch. It's a DM underscore batch. Okay, so I'm just going back. Okay, we go again back and creating material. Now this material which I created, right? This material I created now. Okay. So whenever you created this material number, you need to be active. This is one prerequisite. Okay. As we discussed in the prerequisites, okay, we need to be create this one of the one combination material batch management indicator have to be select. Okay. So now what you need to do, you need to be maintain the condition records. Okay. So the combination, whatever you created, condition type, ZE01, something you created, right? For that, what you need to do, you need to be create a batch strategy. That is a transaction code is MBC1. Okay. Here you need to be enter that the condition type, whatever it is created condition type, like we created with combination ZE01, right? When I just selected this combination, what will be happen? This key combination, whatever I created, the tables 902, 903, that combination will be picked here. Okay. So how you want to go ahead, which combination you want to go ahead, you can decide here. Okay. So which combination you want to go ahead? Let's say, suppose I'm just going with this combination, material, movement type, plant, and store location combination. Okay. So then you can maintain that what is the movement type, which movement type you want to be maintained. Suppose let's say 201 movement type, and which plant, get AB1. Okay. Now store location ABC1. Okay. Enter. Okay. Once you enter this all these details, okay, you just select and click on the selection criteria. In the top, you need to select the criteria. You can see here the combination which is picking here. Okay. Then and select this one and go to sort sequence. Here you can see that it's we assign the sort sequence. Sort underscore F4 underscore M, which we created, right? Self life expiry date. Okay. So all this information which is picking based on the configuration what we did, that we created, we assign here. Okay. So the expiry date, if you want, if you have some conditions, you can maintain that. Okay. Let's say if suppose 20 days before, 20 less than before, like we can maintain that. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll create the stock. Okay. Since I have very less time, let's create the stock. Okay. Course shift with other. I will close the call. Give me 2 minutes and it's close. We'll go to 501 movement time. Okay, so what is the material number which I created? Material number I am receiving 100 pieces. I just receiving that ABC1. Now, when I just entered all the details based on the metal master record, okay, for this combination, whatever the combination like material and plant and this combination, we are activated batch movement. That's why here, if you see that there is a batch activated button, it is capturing. Okay, so based on the automatic batch configuration, okay, the system will be creating the batch number automatically. You need to be entered there the date of manufacturing date when it is manufactured. Suppose it is manufactured yesterday. So based on that, okay, just click on check. Okay, and this is the OBYC setting. Maximum it is reached. Okay, go to OBYC. Enter the GBP. ZOB and ZAB1. So just maintain the automatic account determination. Now this is good. Now, if you see that the self-life expiry date automatically it is calculated. How it is calculated? Based on the metal master record, once you enter the date of manufacturing, from the date of manufacturing, it is calculating that the batch, okay, whatever it is, okay, metal master record, if you see that the plant and storage location data, you entered the 100 days, right? 90 and 100 days. So based on these details, the system is calculated automatically the self-life expiry date. From the manufacturing date, the self-life expiry date is automatically calculated. And in the classification, it is updated automatically. The batch classification, it is automatically updated. The self-life expiry date, this is one, and when the last manufacturing, when last goods is done. So just now we received the stock, right? These details will be updated. So like if I created 10-20 batches, okay, if I created 10-20 batches, when I'm issuing to the cost center or when I'm issuing to the customer requirement or when I'm issuing to the production department, based on my strategy, the sort sequence, okay, it will be searching the first in first out batch and it will be proposing that first in first out batch from the ST point of view or PP point of view, or when you are issuing the stock, that it will be based on that, it will be calculated. Okay, so this is the way the batch will be working. Okay, automatically the details will be updated. You can enter the vendor number, you can enter whatever the information which is required, you can enter. Okay, you can see the class type which is assigned, class and class type which is, and this is the batch number. You can create manually also. Where we can create manually? MSC1N. Okay, MSC1N is the transaction code to create the manual batch number. Okay, if you don't want to create, if the batch number you want to be create manually, then you can create here only. Manually you can create. Okay, it might be you can put it external number range and you can do it. Okay, clear how the batch number will be work.
So we can set it for the number ranges also, right? For the batch.
Yeah, we can do it. We can set up our batch number range. We can set up, or if you, there might be sometime what will happen. The client will ask that I need some. I will give one example. Okay, in my first project, my client is asking that I need year, okay, month, then the sequence which is like 0001, 0002, 0003. Then okay, that means 2022 and 01 month and 0001. So like 0002, 0003, 0002. So they're asking like this sequence they need. Okay. So in that case, what we can do, we can go with the customization. So I can ask my technical team, Abapar, boss, this is the requirement. This is we need to do the enhancements. Okay. So some user customer exist we can use. That user exist, they will technical team will be modify the number ranges and they will be picked automatically from the the sequence, how the client requested. So from the current date, they will be capturing that month and year, and the sequence number they will be maintaining in the different table. Okay, so we can go ahead with the customization also, or we can go ahead with the our class standard also, which we can define our own batch management. Okay, so it is not only for the MM, it is for the PP and SD, W warehouse management, process orders, everywhere we can use. Okay, you can see here batch number assignment. Okay, internal number, activate a batch internal number range and external number range. How you want to go ahead, you can go ahead and you can assign the batch number automatically for the course shape. How you want to go ahead. Okay, and all which number range you want to be maintained, that you also can maintain here. Okay. So this is the number range you can maintain here, the number range sequence 577. Okay, it will be go direct based on the sequence here. Okay, whatever it is created, that sequence it will be go based on here. Okay, clear? So
Okay,
even the PP production level, we can use some different. Okay, in suppose which I told, right, customer exist. Okay, you can see here the customer exist. So they will create the project. Okay, and they will use the customer exist from the whatever available customer exists are there, that they will be using that. Okay, so maybe we can see if we can find something from project if somebody they created. Okay, somebody they created just PH or something, but it's okay. If you see that in the they will be create project and go to display, and in the components, in the top components, you can see that enhancement. Okay, here in the functional exist, they will be write the code. Okay, they will be write the code how they want to be captured. Here they will be write the code, and in this include the developers will be writing the logic how they want to be go PM notification completed, PM notification completed. How they want to be go ahead, they can write here code. Okay, this is the customization, and they can create a call functions all. Okay, it's completely technical. It will be created by developer. Okay, so here also we can use, like from here we can use the enhancements and what are the enhancements which is there that you can use. Okay, and every process we have the some enhancement. Okay, so you can find.
We will get functional specification from the business only, right? So
yeah, from the functional specification. Okay, based on your understanding, the requirement understanding, what you need to do, you need to be prepared the FS. Okay, and that FS you need to be mentioned that what tables you want to use, what is the logic, what is the client requested. Okay, all you need to be mentioned in the functional spec. Then you need to be provide this functional spec to a technical consultant. Then technical consultant will perform that the changes in the coding level based on understanding, and then they will give to you for testing.
yeah, before that we need to prepare a document. We will get the specification from the business, right? So
yeah, that is right. Based on our understanding, the requirement understanding. So first unit, what we need to do? First you need to be prepared understanding document. Okay, boss, this is the requirement. What is the I understood? Okay, if you have the CR number, CR document you can create change request document number. If they don't have any CR number, then you can create some requirement document, and you can just take the confirmation. Okay, this is my understanding. Okay, this is the what you are requesting. Okay, I'm just planning this way. Okay, then you will be creating the functional specification. In the functional specification, you are entering the technical information. What technical, like what is the logic you want to build, what is the field name, table names, that you are entering.
yeah, functional specification document means nothing but only Word document, right? So we are creating Word document only, right? The functional spec document only.
Yeah, it's Word document only.
Yeah, okay.
So only for testing and all, you will be using Excel file. But we can use testing document also. We have test scripts are there, and business process manual list is there. Okay, BPML list. Some people, some depends on client. Okay, if they want to be used that list, they want to be like, suppose if I want to do the positive testing and negative testing. What do you mean by positive testing? Okay, I created a purchase order. Okay, I entered the what I did customization. Might be if I did something like I added new field. Okay, so positive testing is nothing but like I'm entering that field. Okay, I'm saving that PO. So whether it is accepting to create a PO or not. Okay, that is a positive testing. If the negative testing is nothing but like in case if I just giving different value which is not suitable, that means negatively I'm just going. So instead of I'm entering 1, 2, 3, if I'm just entering ABCD, if I just say it is numeric, but if it is accepting alphabetic or not, okay, that is negative testing. Okay, so that is a way when you create purchase order, change purchase order. If I created a purchase order, whether it is saving in the table level or not. Okay, if I'm changing the purchase order, in the change purchase order, again, the data, if I'm changing, whether it is updating in the table level or not. Okay, while going to display, whether it is displaying or not, whether I'm just taking the output, whether in the output it is picking or not. So like different testings we will do. Okay, that list we can prepare. Depends. It depends on the client how they're proceeding. Okay, some people they will not ask, some people they will ask. So, clear?
Yeah, they will provide FSDs and PSDs also.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, okay.
From the technical point of view, they will create the TSD, technical specification document. From our point of view, functional consultant will be creating functional specification document, and from the business side, they will be providing CR document. Change request. Okay.
Change request. Yeah.
Okay. After that, we are doing functional side testing, test scripts, and UAT document. Okay, those everything we are prepared. Okay.
So did we use any methodology here? I mean,
General, it depends. Depends. There are so many methodologies are there. Okay. Depends. Maybe agile methodology is there. Maybe agile methodology. What will happen if I have 10 enhancements are there? Okay, which enhancement they want to go ahead? Is that sequentially we are going, or it is a depends on the customer. Whatever it is urgency it is there, we'll be closing that and we are delivering to that. So like there is nothing methodology. Nothing is there. We are not specifically going with the methodology. We are just going with the process only. CR creation, FSD, TSD, and development code review, TA technical test scripts, test to UAT document. Okay, if there is user manual, is there user manual creation? Those will go.
So if you don't mind, we can discuss this all those things in that next class.
Yeah, we'll discuss in the last.
Yeah.
Once the topics are
Okay.
completed. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.